It was close.
Thomas, how are you doing? Happy Thursday to you.
I'm doing very well. We just got back from a small road trip, but happy Thursday and happy Friday Eve.
Yes, it is.
I'm excited.
Weekend's upon us.
It is.
The best thing is closing statements are over. You wouldn't know, but oh my goodness, this last case, more than a day of closing statements.
No. See,
9
that's
hours.
when I was in a position where I was watching every single day, every minute of every trial, that is the one thing I dreaded most. And it was more so because I hate how counsel's allowed to just fabricate and say stuff.
Oh yeah, he was
It's
coming up with
just
stuff on the fly while he was talking. He
like,
came up with a brand new theory at the end of his, he's like,
see,
oh, this might have happened. I'm like, or maybe not. So
it would drive me nuts. It would actually make me angry because it'd be, I get it. It's not an evident. Don't take it as fact, blah, 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 blah. But they're still allowed to say whatever on Earth and outer space they want to say,
on
just
evidence.
FYI.
So,
Oh, that drives me crazy. So like when it was like 2 hours aside, I'd go, no. Oh, so 9 hours. Kudos to everyone that stuck through that, including yourself.
I have to admit, most people, I think, muted the channel and just typed in chat.
It just hung out.
I wish I could see those stats, but I'm pretty sure that like more than 50% of us were like, nope, we're out. I had to listen, of course, so I took one for the team, but
Oh, that's brutal. I couldn't do it.
it was rough. It was really rough.
That's terrible. Well, my timing was a little bit better. We had to, my daughter's best friend from Georgia flew in. She's going to stay with us. It's her winter break at her school. She's going to stay with us through Tuesday. And so we went down near the airport to pick her up. And I made a nice little pit stop to Buc-ee's.
Yes.
That we all love so much. And
Did
it
you
was
get
great.
fuel there?
Do what?
Do you actually fill up the car? It's a gas station, right? Do you actually get fuel there, or did you not need any?
Funny you say that. Officer Brian texted me this afternoon saying, "Hey, dude, what's up?" And I said, "Just leaving Buc-ee's." And he said, "Probably $500 poorer." And I said, "No, 250, but that didn't even get fuel." So no, we gassed up before we left, and our
Yeah.
truck's got a big old tank, so we don't need to get it when we're there because it's more expensive down there too. But no, we walked in, and but I'm very excited actually.
Yeah.
I got two things.
What's
One was unplanned. One was planned. The planned item was a pound of ghost pepper beef jerky, which I text you about, so you know.
Yep.
Nearly a quarter pound's already gone. It's so good. The other was I've been wanting an apron for quite a while now when I'm smoking my
Really?
meats, and now
Yeah.
that I'm doing the pizza cooking, the flour gets everywhere. They had a very nice dark gray apron with a black silhouette of the Buc-ee beaver right on the front. I knew that was the one. I picked it right up off the shelf. I try not to be a sucker for the gimmicks and whatnot and the souvenirs, but that one I grabbed it and Mrs. Weatherwatch went, "Yep."
The only one that might be better for you would be if Arby's came out with a grill.
This is the meats. We have the meats.
That's the only one that's. But yeah, a Buc-ee's apron. We're gonna need pictures. You know that, right? You'll have to.
I
send
will. And I
pictures.
almost sent you one right before the show, and I wish I did because then we could shoot on the screen. But we'll do it next week. I'll share it. I'm super excited about it, actually.
I bet the food will taste better when you cook wearing that grill.
It's especially when you incorporate some like chopped beaver nuggets on the pizza or something. I don't know.
I'm afraid to ask.
Beaver nuggets are a thing from Buc-ee's. It's what they make. It's part of their specialty. It's if anyone's never been, it's a gas station. But when you walk inside, it's the size of Walmart that has all the merchandise you could
Not a
want.
Walmart, not a neighborhood Walmart. We're talking like the big
Super
Walmart.
center. Yeah. And it's got like 6 different full-size kitchens inside that is constantly producing fresh foods. And it's mayhem. It's insane.
And
Uh,
their bathrooms are bigger than like the produce section at the biggest grocery store you've ever been to, and they're cleaner.
and they're so clean.
Produce section.
You could sell produce in their bathrooms if
They
you
might. I mean,
it could
prime
be.
real estate.
Yes.
The body. So
But we had a good time there. And then it was a very uneventful hour and a half ride home, and everyone was happy. We got home 2.5 hours ago, got some stuff situated before the show. Um, The girls have Chipotle. They're happy. So um,
Everyone's settled in for a nice evening. How's the weather? I mean, it was only like a week or two ago that we were having tornadoes and snownadoes and blizzards and everything. What are you experiencing now?
it was absolutely insane. Anything on the north side of any building, the snow and ice had stayed for days.
Mm,
Even when we crept back into the 80s, it was 80 for 3 days in a row. And in our front patio, we still had a pile of snow sitting in there. And it's finally pretty much all gone everywhere. In our neighborhood, it's gone. We're clean. It's great. We had a small dip in temps back into the 60s. It was kind of enjoyable. Today was 78, perfect spring day. But then tomorrow evening and into Saturday, we get some storm systems coming to roll through, getting in some rain. So golf is out of the equation, but we need the water, need the rain, and there's supposed to be a little bit of stormy weather with said rain. So there's one person on the show that's pretty excited about that potential. But I do feel bad for the girls, right?
yeah,
Because they're here, they don't want to be stuck inside. I mean, we can go to the movies or bowling or do something else, but we've got the pool and there's other activities that are going to be canceled out during the trip
yeah.
because of the rainstorms coming in. So we'll find something to do. I'm thinking some cooking activities tomorrow afternoon, evening, having the girls help and be a part of it
Yeah.
is on the
Bring your own
agenda.
apron. Yep.
Well, I'm the only one with the chef apron now, but they can
Do you
wear
have,
an
do
old
you have,
shirt.
do you have a chef hat though? You need to get the chef hat,
So it's funny.
especially for the pizza.
It's funny. Every time I buy something goofy, albeit useful,
Hmm.
my immediate thought is, okay, a selfie to put on the Recovery Addicts Facebook page. So the apron, I went, oh man, I'm gonna post this. But then I thought, I don't have a decent hat that'll actually go with it and put in there.
Need that.
Um, so no, I don't have a
Send
chef
you a link.
hat.
I've got a nice one, a nice chef hat. My daughter was wearing it just the other day. She wears
You
it.
have one,
I do.
and Jen is the cook.
I wore it for the recovery addict calamity kitchen, whatever it was, that when we
That's
were
right.
making Lori Vallow's famous enchiladas, green chili enchiladas.
Yes.
So
And it hasn't been used since, minus your daughter
my
there.
daughter uses it every time she cooks. She
Really?
loves it. Yes.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna get a hat. I think it's the only way. If you're gonna wear an apron, you gotta wear the hat,
I
right?
think it's more to protect your hair or the pizza when you're throwing the pizza up in the air and spinning it with the dough, which I'm sure you do, right? It is hand tossed, right?
It's hand tossed, but I keep it on the counter as I'm.
Okay.
It's like hand spun.
Low altitude, low altitude
Yes.
pizza.
I can't afford to drop said dough. We've got animals in the house, and if I
It would
do,
be
it's
gone.
trash. Yeah. So I gotta keep it safe, but
Well,
to protect
you'll
it.
look. We
That's
got our chef hat at Hobby Lobby, I think.
okay. We've
That
got one.
they sell them. It's actually it was in the back corner for us, but it was where they have all their sort of like the blank clothing items that can be like stenciled and painted, and so
Embroidered or what
yeah,
have you.
way back there. So,
Ooh, I could get one
and it
with
took
the
like three
lemon
employees for me to
marshmallow.
find it. Yeah, it would be cool.
Have you ever seen the Tollers on Facebook? It's a husband
Tollers.
Tollers. It's a husband and wife page.
It sounds familiar.
They do funny skits. That's their whole stitch. I mean, they're on every
I've probably seen some of their
social.
skits, but the name's not ringing a bell right off the top.
So they're funny, and they're the majority of the time, for what I remember, it's fairly family friendly stitches, because I know some aren't and some are, but they are. The reason I bring it up, they were at Hobby Lobby, and they were doing a little skit pretending to be a customer employee, and they would rotate. And so it was in Hobby Lobby. Excuse me, sir, can you help me? Oh, yes, ma'am. What are you looking for? Do you by chance have a painting of a donkey playing pool? And then she'd be like, well, of course I do. Pull it up. So they're finding the most
Because they do.
obscure random things in Hobby Lobby. And it was like a minute long. It was hilarious because towards the end of it, they were both just cracking up at the stuff they had found and they're able to show and share. It was really good. I had no idea they had so much random stuff in there. It was really good.
You got to wonder who the Hobby Lobby purchaser is. They're like, oh, so tell me what you got. It's like, well, I got pictures of a donkey playing pool. We'll take it.
Yeah,
That is what my people want.
100%. And he came back and he goes, "Okay, you went good with the donkey playing pool, but there's no way you've got a donkey riding a motorcycle." And then there was like a mini statue of like a donkey on a motorcycle. So it was really good.
Yeah.
But
I have
they're
to
funny.
I have to sort of interrupt a little bit and let people know. Sadly, a 1-star seller on eBay has let Thomas down. And although he
I have to
did
check the stars.
everything in his power, did he review them?
I don't think I checked the stars, and no, I haven't given any feedback yet.
You did everything in your power to get your soup you can suck on, soup drops.
Mhm.
They just never shipped them, so we had to get them from a different vendor. So they're still on the way. I'm keeping mine safe right here. Haven't tried them yet. Haven't opened them. But we'll try this at some other point. But
Mine are supposed to be here Monday, and this one has sold a lot of stuff. I looked at that. I didn't look at the stars. I just looked at the transactions.
He's done business for a little while, so maybe that'll be fine. But
Look, okay, people are calling me out now. I didn't order from a 1-star. He was making a tease.
It's a 1-star seller now. I'm saying that you would review them that way.
Correct. No. They were like 4.5 stars where I ordered from, and it never shipped. So it very well could be an accident to some of these shops and stops. They're doing
more likely somebody who does the whole I'll list it for sale, and then if somebody sells it, I'll buy one and ship it. And then they were not available. So right. That's what I do.
And and so they couldn't find one to get in time, and so they got it back.
That's it.
But like me, I promise I'm not a bad guy, but there were some people that ordered, including my brother, who ordered from my Shopify for some Weather Watch gear, and his shirt never showed up. Yeah. And then when I called Shopify or whoever it was, say, "Hey, he never got a shirt. What's going on?" They're like, "What can you? We don't have his order. It doesn't exist." And so I sent his bank statement to them with the debit on it. And they're like, "We don't show it on our end. Sorry." I mean, wow. Nothing. So I get things can definitely happen when it comes to that type of stuff. But no, the seller I looked at had another 4.5 stars, but had like thousands and thousands of sales. So I figured, okay, this one should be good. And they're like a state over. So I don't know why that makes me feel safer versus ordering from 7 states away, but it just did. So
theoretically, you'll get here sooner, right?
Hoping.
I have a question. Have you shopped in Hobby Lobby before? I mean, you can confess.
Oh boy. Actually, yes, for multiple reasons. For a funeral just a couple weeks ago, I was getting picture frames from there, but then we ran up there, believe it or not, for the holidays right before Christmas because they had some new nutcrackers that they had set out. I'm not one that says, "Hey, I'm going to go see what's new at Hobby Lobby this week." My wife might be one. Yeah. But I'm one that someone will say, "Oh, you're looking for that? Probably Hobby Lobby." And then I'll go in, and when I do, I'll actually take some detours and look around. I don't just go get the item and run out. Well, because I can't find it. But
well, I'm just thinking. You mentioned that couple on YouTube that did the funny skit. Maybe it's something that we should add to the program. Found at Hobby Lobby. So I go out and buy the strangest thing I could find, and then we give it away to somebody and ship it to them. On the podcast.
I love it. And I'll do the same. The most random, goofy thing.
We'll set a low price limit. So we're not trying to, break the bank here.
Yeah.
Limited funds. But it sounds like Hobby Lobby is the perfect store to do this in. We've been doing the grocery store. I mean, we've been hitting the Pringles aisle looking for something new and different. And it was Hobby Lobby under our noses this whole time.
The whole chat, they're big fans of Hobby Lobby already. So
you know what the problem is, and I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to buy something, and I'm going to be like, "You're never going to believe this," and I'm going to hold up whatever said object is, and all of chat's going to be like, "I have one of those." I love it.
So we can't make fun of the product before.
No, I'll have to be straight faced the entire time, and I'll be like, "Me too." That'll be fun.
See, Hobby Lobby Christmas performance. We're on point this year.
Maybe I could even live stream the trip.
and then not show what you bought, but just
Yeah, like keep the item a secret, but live stream the trip. So these are
oh,
great ideas, but we have a show to do here today.
I
People
forgot what
came,
we were here for.
we're just catching up, talking about shopping, anything else. But there was something else I was going to tell you, but I forgot what it was. So I'll probably remember right after the show ends.
When we're closing, not live,
Yeah.
and
Oh, I was going to tell you about the snow in my yard. We got the 13 inches, which is like the most we've. Oh, TG Maxx too. 13 inches was like setting records for us since I don't know, like 1985 or something. It's crazy. Um, but my kids built such a big pile of snow that we got the heat wave that came in. It's been like 60, almost 70 degrees.
mhm.
Um, and now all that's left is like a shoebox size pile of like ice. It just refuses to melt regardless of the temperature. It's in the
Yeah.
shadow of the trampoline. And I seen all the weather and everything that came in. I felt bad for the animals as I do. I know you feed the ducks. We don't have ducks around here.
Mhm.
Um, we have lots of birds and squirrels. So I went out to Food Lion and I bought some black sunflower seeds, which
Yeah.
apparently all the birds and squirrels like. So it's like the happy medium because some birds can't eat the big corn kernels, and
Mhm.
I want to feed everything. And so I took about a 5-pound bag of sunflower seeds and I just dumped it in the yard. Um, the birds and the squirrels have been picking at it so much. There's no grass left where it's like
Yeah.
it's still the yard. It's just like dirt in that patch. At one point, we had 7 squirrels all in the same spot. And squirrels don't like to share space. Okay, they're rather
Correct.
territorial. You had 7 squirrels and like a ring of birds around the outside just trying to pick up the scraps. So
I
I
believe it.
now need to lay sod to repair my lawn, trying to help the animals out. But they look
Sunflower seeds are ideally for birds are a fatty treat, not a meal or meal replacement. It's supposed to be
they were using it as a
incorporated
meal.
treat because they
They
were
were
starving, so they
probably.
were digging in.
I figured they would exercise discretion and you eat moderately as they do and be like I'm full, I'll fly away. But no, they were just like stuffing themselves.
It's like giving a dog, like, do you want 8 milk bones or just 1 and then your diet food? They're gonna go for the
They ate milk bones every time.
yes. Speaking of birds, did I
Mhm.
mention on last week's show publicly that we have a mango number 2? Or was that
Yes,
oh,
yes. We heard
okay.
you've got a friend from Mango.
We do. And so there's a process with introducing birds, right? Even same species, you name it, just as any animal or human, whatever, take your time. Um, but said process was stay in their own cages across the room for quite some time, let them communicate and talk and what have you, and then move the cages closer. And then at one point in time, you can let out the primary bird who's been here longer, and that's Mango, as everyone knows, in which he's used to being out of his cage. I mean, he sleeps on my daughter's pillow half the time. He just lays on a little ball. It's just, I mean, it's adorable. But they communicate. He's been on her cage, and so they chit chat and hang out, and they don't try to fight through the cage or anything. But you really got to wait until they're human. So our daughter can actually get new bird out and hold her and physically be there before you can let them be face to face with no bars in between and all that. And it can take a long time. But yesterday I wasn't home. I was on the golf course in the afternoon, and I got a text from my daughter. I opened it up, and it was just a picture of her with the bird on her hand, new bird. So giant breakthrough.
Yeah.
They're ready to be pals and hang out, slowly but surely. And it's super cool because after now a few days of them being close like that, they can now live in the same cage and just hang out and be best friends. So we're almost there, which is a big step. It's really exciting for my daughter because she's turned into the ultimate bird lady ever. Um, but it happened a little sooner than we thought. And when we first got him, he came around because he was kind of a beat up bird, so to speak. They kind of said you got probably 6 weeks for or handle him 1 weekend. It was all good. So she's found her niche with animals and
Wow.
getting them together. So it's fun to hear them talk back and forth and it's
I'm
hilarious.
I made the mistake of taking my daughter to the pet store on a Saturday, which was the adoption Saturdays.
Oh boy.
I had to drag her out of there physically. She until she had held and pet and named and learned the backstory of every single cat that was there and all the dogs and every. Oh my goodness, I was like the mean dad, just I mean, the puppy dog eyes and everything. And she's like, I've got this much allowance and it's only this much for the adoption fee. I can, and I was like, oh. That's not the deciding factor. It's not a question of money. It's the allergies that we have a problem with. But
correct. And you don't want to pick up after the animals. You made that very clear.
As soon as they make a dog that doesn't poop, I will be like right there. I'll be like, get me one of those. I can deal with the shedding fur. That's fine. I don't need like a poodle, the hair fur thing. That's not a problem. It's the poop.
They have companies that you can pay to come pick up the poop.
It's the between times.
Like, you can have them come every day if you want.
Yeah.
And
speaking
then
of,
they could sponsor the show.
speaking of paying for great service, I guess we'll start one of our stories since we're halfway through the show already. This one, we've talked about some great food and some not so great food. And this, I'm not sure which one this falls into because it's clearly a mixture. But when you think of the finest, the rich people food, what comes to mind? I'm sort of asking chat here as well.
There's one. I know.
I know, like sushi for me is like that's like posh food, right? It's fancy, it's very decorative, it's ornamental, it's usually high priced. Nobu.
I'm trying to find one.
Bree says caviar. I'm Bree.
Steak tartar is one that I did not know about until I was at a restaurant, and it's incredible.
Is that a sauce or is it actually a steak?
It's finely chopped, completely raw steak that you eat. It's not cooked at all. It's not like medium rare or rare. It's just beef finely chopped. You can eat raw.
Like you can still hear it mooing type. It's just fresh.
It's the freshest of steak you could ever get that doesn't get anywhere near heat.
Is it cold? Is it like room temperature at least? I'm worried.
Here we go. Put it this way. Beef sushi. That's what it is.
I didn't think I'd ever hear those two words together. Is it
just
before I Google this, which would probably show me pictures I don't want to see? Is it like paper thin sliced?
Depends how you get it, but it's thinner than, it's not your average slice of steak you would cut out yourself of your steak dinner and eat. It's much thinner than that for sure. And it is so incredible. It's so good. And you know why raw steak compared to raw burgers are safe? Do you know the difference?
Because of the ground, the exposed meat and
correct. The bacteria.
Yes.
On a piece of steak, it's only on the outside. It's not inside.
So you cut that part off, or you just risk it.
You could cut that, risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. You can cut that off, or you can clean it off.
The steak tartare, is that the outer part that they cut off?
No, the inside. But the burger, it's that whole outer and everything gets ground together and all mixed in. So that's why you need your burger to be cooked more well done than a steak, depending on your liking, because they are incorporating the bacteria and whatnot. But it's unbelievable. I've had it more than once.
Where do you go to get that? Is this like a Japanese restaurant, or is this like a fine steakhouse in America would carry this? I know it's not Golden Corral. I mean, it's never been out. They've always either burnt all the food or at least heavily cooked it there.
So I've had it at a restaurant at a nice hotel. I was lucky to stay with my own company. But the first place I had it, which if you want to roll the dice a little bit more, was on a cruise ship, actually.
International waters, food handlers permits do not apply.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Now I know why everyone gets sick on the cruise ships.
It was incredible. It was the first time I tried it, and I loved it because our cruise ship packages included a nice dinner each night as well. So it was so good. It was an add-on to that dinner that night, and I got it the next 3 nights in a row, added with whatever my main course was.
Wow.
You got to try it. Bucket list. Podcast trial. Phenomenal. Yeah.
I know I wouldn't overcook it because you don't have to cook it, but I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. But that being said, I do like a a medium rare steak. I
So
don't
that
I don't
you would
go
like this.
fully rare, but a medium rare is about as it was basically like cutting off all the cooked part on the medium rare steak and just eating the rest. So I'm trying to mentally get myself into that idea that
So
it's
I understand that 100% because I can't, when I smoke steaks, I can't do a fully rare steak because you've got two different textures coming together, two different temperatures coming together. It takes that away. It's kind of a chilled beef that's just one temperature, one area. So
I'm
it
just
literally it's
envisioning
beef sushi.
you breaking out the smoker and you got some nice big ribeyes or something and you're laying them out and you pick one up and right before you put it down you just take one bite just for yourself before you it's like oh steak tartare it's
I will
it's
never prep steak tartare myself. I will only buy it because I don't know how they do it, but I've trusted it where I've eaten it. I've never gotten sick. It's been phenomenal. The flavor is so good.
man okay I'll put that on my bucket list to eat at a restaurant next to a hospital when I have good insurance. So it might be down the road a ways after I get insurance or something. um
Fancy foods,
Fancy foods. Yes. We
caviar.
were, that's where we were. We were talking about caviar. We were going to talk about caviar. Where, where is the one place you would not get caviar? And I'm going to put Waffle House on the top of my list. If Waffle
That's a
House serves caviar,
that's a,
I'm
that's a
not
good one.
ordering.
There's a well, I'm probably wrong, so I'll take that back. I'm trying to think of who would serve caviar that I wouldn't order it from, right? Because like Little Caesars, I wouldn't get caviar from there. I mean, there's so many places I would say
It's hot
no.
and ready.
So,
um,
yeah, I don't know.
how about McDonald's?
That would be a hard no.
McDonald's. Let me look at the date here. This is dated 2 days ago, Tuesday.
Chat knows it. A few do.
McDonald's McNugget caviar kits launched exclusively online at 11 a.m. and sold out within minutes.
Minutes.
Both of
Who?
them. Both of them were purchased right away. I don't know how many they offered, but it was $100 per box. And this kit is the idea is you're having McNuggets with McCaviar. Um, so the box comes with the caviar and like the fancy spoon with the mother of pearl spoon and whatever it is, and and all that creme fraiche. I don't even know how to say it. Fresh, FRAI with a funny hat. CHE. It sounds French. Creme. I know creme. Um, and you've got that 1 ounce tin of McNugget McCaviars. And then you also it comes with the gift certificate for $25 worth of McNuggets, and you bring the McNuggets, the hot McNuggets from your local McDonald's, and you put it together with the McCaviar, and apparently it's amazing. But
And sold out.
I know why they sold out though. If you look at the very bottom, the cost they had to give it away. It was free. It's a promotional thing. They gave it away.
It's on us.
Yeah.
But I think it's also important to note that it was a New York-based Korean restaurant.
Yeah.
That's
McDonald's is going to sue us.
Mm-hmm.
McNuggets, McCaviar. McNugget caviar. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe McDonald's sees the hype about this and says, there's a market we haven't tapped.
So Stephanie, I've worked at McDonald's for years. No way would I order it. That I have questions about more items now.
There's something. I worked at McDonald's as well.
Really?
That was the first job I was fired from.
How?
They sold the company. This is a fun story. They sold the company to some investor named Tucumcari Transfer. Tucumcari is a little town in Arizona, by the way.
Driven through it 24 times.
Yeah, it says welcome on both sides. It's small. But they sold the company to Tucumcari Transfer, and they just basically closed up shop and said everyone show up at the city offices, which they rented. And so we're all like wearing our McDonald's aprons and uniforms and walk over to the city offices. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, it's the middle of the year. It's not like a Christmas bonus, and they don't do Christmas bonuses there. And he showed up, and this guy stood up who we'd never seen before, and he's like, "I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is you're all fired." I'm like, "You made us walk all the way," because I did. I walked from McDonald's to the city offices. "You made us walk all the way here to fire me?" He's like, "The good news is I'm hiring you back again." And me, knowing the law, because I like to read the law even when I was a junior high, I knew that being fired without reason and without warning came with certain rights and privileges as the employee, which I could invoke, and I did, which caused them a major headache, and it caused them to pay me my paycheck with a handwritten check hurriedly because it was accruing 10% interest per day that they had not turned it over to me. It was a funny deal. Anyway, I got fired from working at McDonald's, not for poor performance.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
I did not take their offer. I did not. You don't treat employees that way. No.
Oh,
Can find somebody else to earn minimum wage. So
I would love to meet someone that works at one of our local McDonald's. And I say that because the two closest to our house are owned by different people. And so they do things differently. They've remodeled differently. They've done things differently. So I'd like to meet an employee for each one and ask them like, "Hey, are some of these things safe? What should I stay away from?" I mean, in retrospect, fast food, stay away from it all. Don't even try it. But when you're starving, you have no time, you're tired. I'm sorry, but a double quarter pounder with cheese sounds amazing, and it tastes really good because of the junk that's in it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what I want.
I can answer some of your questions, at least from my McDonald's experience.
Okay.
Spitting in your food doesn't happen.
Okay.
It's not like, "Oh, we heard the cop radio and they spit in the cop's food." No, it doesn't happen. Never. It never has. And we had some pretty wild people that worked there. But changing the little metal tags on the hamburgers and the warmer so that they're so good for another 10 minutes does happen.
Got it.
Did all the fries get triple arch salted? No, they did not. Some of them, did we accidentally dump the salt on the fries and then scrape off some and then give it out anyway? Maybe.
I've had a batch of those. I believe that.
Salty. Those things happen. The ice cream, the shake machine that's always broken. It's not broken.
No.
It's just a pain in the butt to refill, and we don't want to do it because at the end of the day, we have to clean it no matter how much is in there anyway. And if it's empty, let's just leave it empty till the end of the day.
Have you seen the documentary on the corruption around that? Supposedly McDonald's corporate only allows franchisees to use the one company to do it, right? And it bills XYZ. So corporate ends up getting so much kickback from it because franchisees aren't allowed to use anyone else, so on and so forth. So I watched it and was like, holy cow. When you got to go so deep to rig an ice cream machine, that's heavy. But like I said, I don't know if it's true. I don't know who blew the whistle and, where they're at on it. But it was interesting. It was detailed enough for me to take the bait and watch the whole thing. Yeah, see? 12. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one, but that's a good point.
Yeah.
I like that.
I can only tell you, Greeners, my experience, and I will admit I got fired from working at McDonald's. I'm not saying we did the right way, but we had some pretty crazy late night closes as well that are wild. But we won't talk about drugs in the manager safe either. I won't even go to that. We're not even going to bring it up. I'm not even going to mention it in passing. The one place the cops can't look because it's on a time lock. All right.
Noted. Wild late nights. You know the story. I don't know. You put it up there, but in a wild late night in a Rio prison.
Hang on.
I was gonna say it's gonna need more detail now before this chat goes crazy.
I got some sad news about it. The first guy to meet me when I moved into town here, like we pulled up with our truck, the
Gary
moving truck. His name was Dan. Even before my neighbor came across, this guy lives like a mile down the road. He saw the truck and he came over and welcomed us. And He was 95 years old. He died about an hour ago. I just found out.
Oh no,
He was doing really poorly. He's the one my
95.
wife took food to yesterday because they're the whole family. So, um,
Oh no.
but amazing guy. He came over and he's super frail, but he's a super funny guy. And he comes over and he welcomes me to the town and everything. And and I'm just as great as can be. And he looks in the truck and he says, "Well, I'm not much for lifting, but I've got a hand truck you can borrow." That hand truck, we had nothing, and we're like pulling all these boxes by hand. It saved our lives. The hand truck was
Oh,
amazing.
I bet.
So we moved in our entire house using his hand truck that he just stopped by and saw us and said, "Here, got something to help." So
That's
that is
phenomenal.
that is sad news.
And you said Mrs. Ari just brought him some food yesterday.
Yeah,
What was it?
it was a chicken. I thought it was like chicken Alfredo type stuff with, but it's got more of it like an Italian, more spices in the Alfredo. I don't know.
Okay,
There's a name for it. Somebody Paravana. I don't know. It was
chicken parmesan. No,
no, that was different. Angel hair spaghetti. Um, it was yummy. I ate it
it
for
sounds
lunch,
good. It sounds
leftover lunch.
good.
So, but that is sad news. It was expected. We knew that he was in a bad way. He was already not able to get really visitors at all, and
Oh, poor guy.
but it's sad. Let me tell my wife real quick. So read the story. Read the story. Dan would want us to continue. He's the funniest guy. He's always got a joke. So continue on. No
Which story
sadness here.
would he like? I don't know which story. I was gonna go with our Brazilian prison.
Let's do that one. It's probably his favorites.
Okay,
There you go.
he probably liked that one. Continuing on as Scott shares the news with Mrs. right here, but this is kind of a twist, different than what you all are used to hearing on a daily basis on Scott's show. But in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, women behind behind bars apply makeup, don gowns, and compete in singing contests held on Friday during an event that spotlights talents and boosts confidence ahead of detainees' release. Within the vast, echoing, multi-purpose hall, the 15 candidates took turns to sing their hearts out on purple-themed stage, and they did. There's pictures. We can't share it, but it's full stage with ribbons, balloons, and as it states, the gowns, etc. Um, and there's interpretations, popular music in Portuguese, including Black Sheep by the much-loved late singer Rita Lee. A panel of jurors composed of actors and TV presenter David Brazil and singer, I can't pronounce it, among others, watch carefully, attribute scores for their voice, performance, and presentation and charm. It's a way of empowering themselves and paying tribute to those detainees and their pending releases. The day
So
is
this
known
is
as the Voice of Liberty.
like a solo from solitary is what they should call this.
They should actually. They should. Yeah.
What would your band's name be if you formed it in prison?
I can't. It's
Oh,
not. It's not friendly for the show. It's the name that popped in that right away.
oh man. I think chat might have a couple suggestions. I'm not sure if we can type them all or read them all, but
It's magical because we're doing what we want. It means liberation for us. We're in prison, and art liberates us. Um, I think it's kind of cool in a way of allowing things to take place for entertainment and culture and art and whatnot. But I think it should be for those that are, I don't know how you say this, but deserving in prison, right? There's certain folks that probably shouldn't reap benefits of an entertainment such as this, but
it
um,
seems like a less productive effort to put a lot of time and money into. If someone, I'm all about programs that help someone transition from prison to public,
like
right? If
making
you
license plates.
no, like a job that you do something, you learn a skill on the inside, and so when you come out, you're not just broke and have to restart your life with when the world went on without you for however many years, and now you're just trying to pick
Right.
up. I think it's wrong to just lock people up for time and then let them out and then expect that
Good
everything's
luck.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're not going to come out and be like, hey, we've been looking for vocalists. We've been looking for lead singers for our band. The
This is true.
market is rather small there. I think it would be more productive to teach typing skills, teach office management skills, or something that would translate into a more demand position. But I guess reality TV is always looking for a new star. So
This is
maybe
this is
maybe they know
true.
something I don't. Prison Got Talent.
Prison Got Talent. I'm with Red on this one. I've watched a documentary on this. It's the programs where they have dogs that require human socialization. So there's, I don't know where it is and where it's located, but there literally be like a dozen dogs in this unit, and they're required to walk them. Yeah, that's it. Walk them, feed them, care for them, socialize with them. I mean, and it helps both, right? It helps the animal and um, in the prisoner kind of get to learn things.
Got some band names mixed in here.
Oh
Alice in
no.
Chain Gang,
There's- oh, greeners.
Kelly's Dion, DJ Prison Break. some some great names. Wow. It's awesome though. I'm excited. Anyone with talent being able to share it, that is something to celebrate as well. Making a change in your life. So,
Speaking of changing your life,
prizes, yeah,
um,
things you should change often.
things you should change often. Which
Diapers, underwear,
socks.
socks.
Well, my wife makes fun of me because I change clothes 3 times a day. So I can't think of anything else that is mandatory. I'd say shirts, shorts, underwear, socks, everything.
Yeah.
Hats, they get changed. Passwords.
Passwords, yes. Politicians. I know it's pickles, not politics, but they
should
say
change daily.
Two things you should change regularly: politicians' diapers and diapers, both for the same reason. But
let her rip.
I don't know. You're setting this up, and I don't know where to start. I don't know. I'm looking at this story. I'm looking at angles. I realize that I get this one, you get the next, which helps me somewhat. I don't want to give this story away to you for that reason. But we're going to the potty humor. I just thought I'd just warn you
Twice.
Yes, science has made huge leaps, gigantic, explosive progress, I guess you could say.
Yes, that's fair.
In some areas, and they all, I guess, deserve talking about it, even if publicly we don't talk about it very much. But I'm just going to let it rip. Here we go. We fart more than we think we do. That's the title.
Indeed.
Now, the only way to actually illustrate this is for me to ask chat that how many times a day do you think the person who is closest to you that you live with toots? We're not counting. This is not you. This is not like, coming out. We're talking about somebody you know. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
3 times a week.
That's unhealthy. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, there's so many things wrong with this story that were disturbing when I read it, but the basic premise is that technology and science and the best efforts of some very dedicated doctors have been unsuccessful in accurately tracking the true number of tutelages which have occurred too many times. Previously, the daily total was 14 a day. 14. This is like an average. Well, lucky for us, we have technology that has made leaps and bounds, and it has gone where no technology has gone before, even into our skivvies, to make accurate measurements at the point of occurrence. And they found that it's actually 32. 32.
Diet's got to be a thing, right?
Well, this is average, so yes, I imagine.
Oh,
I imagine the guy who works at Heinz Baked Beans and eats nothing but company food for lunch is probably on the upper end, maybe even outlier.
He's boosting that. he, he's
But
the problem for the curve being so high.
as I say, why this is important, I still have yet to discover. The article didn't go that far in depth, but I say "but" too many times. It's not meant to be a joke. The reasons they cited, which really stuck out to me, was that perhaps some of the people who were self-reporting just didn't understand what counted and what didn't.
Interesting.
So apparently AI knows better than we do when we have to say the little polite, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, and excuse me again, 32 times a day. Apparently that's the new number. So
everyone's going to start counting now. The little thumb counter that the bus driver had when you got on for school. Everyone's going to get one.
Clicker.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I skipped some of the details. There's a doctor in here whose self-proclaimed name, this must be his YouTube name, is King of Farts. That's like, hi, I'm Dr. You think of Dr. Scholl's for shoes or whatever, right? That's a brand name. You think there's doctors who are like, this is my industry. Well, he's like, well, here's mine.
Dr. Flatulence or what's his?
No, King of Farts.
That's really it.
It's not King of Hearts. It's the whole.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway. Now, you've got the baseline. So now you can adjust your accounts and know that if your housemate is above or below the baseline, either count your blessings or look for a new housemate, maybe, because others are not quite so high. There you go. Well, this is news you won't get anywhere else. This.
No, and it's probably the greatest segue of all time into this next story. Because there was a hospital in France that had to call in the bomb squad.
Can I just turn off my camera for a minute? Can I just?
This one. Chat, we debated on the story for quite a bit. And
we're still debating.
Correct. We
haven't look at the time. Would you look at that?
We could play the music a little early if we had to. No, we'll ease on into this one. Unlike the person in the story, because a hospital in France had to call the bomb squad because they were in fear of a massive fire in the hole taking place. Because
this has got to be a Saturday night in the emergency in the ER room. Anyone who's worked Saturday nights in the ER, I've talked. I never have, obviously. I'm not a nurse, but I've talked to a couple. And the Saturday nights on the weekends, they see things that people should not have to see.
No, Red. It did not smell that bad.
It's worse, Red. I'm warning you. Anything you're thinking, it's worse.
It's worse. They called in the bomb squad because a 24-year-old individual was rushed into the emergency room with a World War I 8-inch artillery shell lodged in their bottom.
This is 5 inches.
Up there, yes. The unnamed individual was in extreme discomfort, having inserted a large object up his rectum, the insider said.
I'm sure it was an accident. When they came in, I'm sure they're like, I was vacuuming and I fell. I don't know how else do you talk.
Just whoops. Surgeons conducted emergency surgery during which they discovered the shocking source of his pain. A live 8-inch bombshell from 1918 had been lodged inside. Fearing potential for fire in the hole, and hospital medical personnel, along with patients, they alerted the bomb squad, fire brigade, and evacuated the facility. Meanwhile, a security perimeter was formed around the medical center. Authorities investigated the explosive situation. $1,000,000 shot, Doc. $1,000,000. Love it.
Could have happened to anybody. It's just what it was. What are the odds?
Fortunately, the retro ammunition, which also pointed at over an inch wide, was not deemed a threat.
Oh my goodness.
Bomb squad disposal expert took the shell, while the patient and French national remained at the hospital so they could recover from surgery. It's unclear how the shell made its way into its holster.
I'm sure it was accident. I'm positive. I have to believe it was accidental. I think he was more concerned though because his friend was shouting, "Ready, aim!" Anyway, that's...
So they had to call the bomb squad.
Yeah.
You say you have to believe it was an accident. I'm just choosing to believe.
Yes, I'm not even. Somebody said it best in chat. I don't have any questions. I have no questions.
I have no questions because I do not want answers.
All right, we're going to end sort of where we started story wise. Let's move on. Let's make one last movement here to the last story.
Topless.
It says topples. I just about had a heart attack. Thomas sent me this link for this story, and I clicked on it, and I misread the tab on the browser. I'm like, what is? Anyway, young girl topples a tower. Young girl topples tower. Made from 63,000 beer coasters created by an artist in an effort to break the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, so painful.
Let me see if I can. Oh, it's on the wrong screen. Hang on.
And it wasn't Mr. Rush. It wasn't our guy that was trying to go for this record.
I'm going to bring it up on the other screen over here.
Oh, perfect. We get a visual of the toppling.
The toppling. It was caught in the act. You can almost hear the disappointment. Yeah, I've got an ad that's covering like 7/10 of the screen. I measured 7/10 is a precise measurement, but okay, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There are the coasters, and we've for the benefit of the parents who are mortified, we've covered up the child's face. Can you still see me? I'm not sure. I'm gone, possibly. I hear nothing. Are you gone?
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
We both left, but I could hear you. They just can't hear me when I leave, but they can hear you still.
Okay, I cut screen right when you left, and I lost all audio. I'm like, oh no. Anyway,
you just lost me.
I guess the effort was unsuccessful because of the toppling, but
his dream came crashing down. Oh, that's so sad.
No, let's see. The fall was not as it seemed. It partially collapsed under its own weight before completion, so we invited guests to play beer mat Jenga. Each person took a turn removing a beer mat from the structure until it fell. And the daughter was actually one of the helpers. So it was a good effort, but he got no record because it fell on its own. Under its own weight. Apparently beer mats are not they don't have the structural integrity to build with.
I wonder if they're all fresh, or some of them had been there used for a moment. They're saturated.
One soggy one was the culprit.
Yeah.
Where do you get 70,000 coasters? Germany, probably.
Germany, yeah. There's a few pubs lying around you can pick some up from. I
imagine he's like, just swinging by the pub. Do you want a drink? No. Do you have any beer mats though? Do you have any little coasters? Something I could take? I'll take the stack. Thank you.
Oh, I wonder if a particular pub sponsored the deal. No, I'm looking at the pictures.
The pictures show like
different.
A variety of shapes, sizes, pictures. Quite a few.
That's his first problem. Nothing uniform.
I'll have to give him this. This is a labor of love. It is monotonous. I mean, this is like setting up the world's most dominoes. You know, it takes some serious dedication.
I could never
stick with it.
Volunteer at Oktoberfest. You could
I
be-
I was barely able to stick through the closing arguments today. I didn't have to do anything. I just had to sit there.
And that's 9 hours. This took
Yeah.
him 120 hours to construct what he did before it started to collapse. Oh, ooh.
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
Long time to wait. It's about how long we have to wait until we get the soup drops next week.
I'm excited. I don't know why.
How many hours is it? 100 in a week, day and night, 24 times. Somebody do the math for me. How many hours is in a week? It's 7 times 24, so it should be easy math, right?
For somebody.
Greeners, Google this for me.
Someone's already done it, I bet. 168.
Okay, so we're close. 158, 168, right around there.
We'll have mine in about 4 days. So I'm excited. What I'm not excited for is the future of this show with Kentucky Fried Chicken jelly beans being posted that you shared, because that somehow is going to get here.
That came up in chat. That came up in chat today.
No.
Somebody suggested this. They're cheaper. They're cheaper. They have 3 flavors. I think you get like corn, gravy, and chicken. So if you only like a little bit of corn, you eat 1 corn with 2 chicken and gravy. I think it's
texture, people. Texture. It's a thing.
They need mashed potatoes as well. You need like the 4 instead of just the 3.
It should be the gravy mashed potatoes in one.
That would be good. Because who eats just plain mashed potatoes?
Nobody.
But then you also want I can see why you'd have the gravy on the side, though, because some people might want to dip their chicken in the gravy.
But I dip mine in the gravy and mashed potato. Get it all in one swoop.
You know, they have spoons.
That's what God made chicken tenders for.
They're spoon shaped. Comes with its own handle.
Oh, more flavor testing coming to the show outside of the soup drops coming next week. Can't wait. Can't wait, chat. Thank you all so much for the recommendations.
You know what we missed today, Thomas? You missed. We got some new sound bites in chat from this court, and I built them while they were happening, like during closings.
What do we have?
We have one that probably will.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
That one. That's the one I was thinking about.
That's
just for this
phenomenal.
podcast. It works perfectly. All right, Thomas, have a great night. Appreciate it. We're at the end of the music. So
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
Hit that post, Kyle.
I can't even find the button.
You're comparing apples and orangutans here.
Guys, have a great weekend. We missed the post. I apologize. This might be the first one we delete at the end of the day.
All right.
Thomas, have a good night. We'll see
I'm trying to have
Thanks,
voice.
Scott.
Don't raise your voice again.
I think I'm about to catch a whooping.